A very good morning, and today is September 9th. Time is at about 10:22. That I'll do a quick live stream. I did trades on both the MidCap Nifty and also on the BANKEX. BANKEX I did not want to do, but then the premiums are obviously tempting. And also last week I had a bad experience with the BANKEX, so that I'll at least try with some small quantities and then see. So that's the main intention. So let me get onto the chart first, where it stands at this point of time, and I will go to the trades a little bit in detail, and let me share my screen. All right, so this is MidCap Nifty. MidCap Nifty, in fact, did not trouble much. The reason was obviously there was some up move. Maybe if somebody is sitting on the CE, they would have probably lost some money. And if you're online, can you confirm if you're able to hear my audio? Just say yes. So all right. So as I said, there was definitely it was not as bad as I thought. In fact, MidCap Nifty opened fairly okay. Obviously, the initial candle was definitely a long red candle, and after that, pretty much things I think settled down. There was some up move here, but I think this up move is obviously the false move, right? So that's where definitely it fell down. And then right now, it is. Right now, I'm tracking MidCap Nifty to be bearish, and I'm not expecting it to want to close somewhere here, but let's see how the day would progress, right? So this particular chart is at about 93%. And 1 second, let me check because nobody's confirming. I'll check in my phone if audio is audible or not. Just give me a few seconds. All right, I see about, okay, awesome. That's great. I can check. So this is the MidCap Nifty, and let me go to BANKEX. BANKEX also, if you really see, the pretty much followed the same pattern of MidCap Nifty, but BANKEX, as I said last week, I had a bad experience. So there was a sudden up move towards the fag end of the day, so I ended up losing money. So but then I thought I will do some experiment with the small quantity. I had kind of put under auto strangle. So auto strangle is basically if you start with 1,000 points up, 1,000 points down, whenever there is a difference of some points, you would actually move the lower leg to the next immediate, let's say if it is PE 1,000 points away, you would actually, if the uh, price is going up, we would make the P bit more closure by 100 points. So that's the artist triangle. So anyway, I'm using this trade flow. So that's where I will be able to, I had put in an artist triangle. So I'm also trading Finifty. I'm doing only CE only right now, mainly because it is also showing a downward trend. And then I'm also trading Angel one. This is again positional trade. There is not much of a maintenance. This one, in fact, I did a overnight trade, and then obviously it got into losses. So I have a covering CE position at this monthly expiry 26,000. So I have exited this with some profit, and then I did not exit this. The reason I did not exit is I have a counter position now at CE, which is a kind of a strangle with a skewed volume. And also I have moved this 26,000 to PE. So I think that's what which I did from the positional trade perspective. Obviously, do not copy these trades. And also the intention of doing this live trade is to not to copy these trades, but understand the logic behind these trades. So let me get on to my trades very quickly. So this is where I stand at this point of time. So MidCap Nifty, I have only two positions at this point of time. One is where is MidCap Nifty? So one is at 13100 CE, which is 46,000. 200 quantity, and then the second is 12,900, which is about 33,600. And I did make some money on the 13,200 CE, 13,150 CE. Also on the PE side, I started with the 12,850 PE. I made some money and then moved with closure. I think this is kind of in trouble right now, so which is because it's in red. I need to keep a close eye on this and then see how the day would progress. So if this everything goes well, so this is actually showing the break even about 0.8% bottom and then 0.9% top, which is about 13,108. I would think this getting broken is, the chances are very low, but then this getting broken, the chances, my view, are high. And also being a gap down day, usually, again, there is nothing, no guarantee in life, right? So usually, again, there is not going to be one more down move. So there is already gap down. So that's on that. And BANKEX is very straightforward. It's a, as I said, it's a very simple strangle, and it got a again wide range, 1.1% at the top and then -1% at the bottom. So I will see if it how it goes. So, and then on the FinNifty, I have only what is this CE only. No experimentation here, just the CE only. I will stay on here. While I had put some condition for to buy this position, I think probably this position in case if something goes up or down. So that's all I did. That's all I did. I think these are all the trades that I have done, and the main reason for FinNifty CE only because I was pretty much playing both the sides on MidCap Nifty and the BANKEX in case if this doesn't work, at least I'll make some money on the P. At least this is a directional trade, FinNifty. And I have a closed Nifty at the starting of the day because I do not want to really tackle multiple indices, and also Nifty anyway, I'm doing the positional trade here. So that is also one more reason. I did not want to really do any trades on the Nifty on the other side. I think that's all the trades today. And I think as of now, as I said, this I have exited anyway. So I'm not going to, I might probably re-enter some of these positions towards the fag end of the day if I see some kind of reversal, at least 24,800 P, and then see how it goes. And I'm not going to do very close hedge at this point of time. All right, I think those are all the simple trades that I did today morning, and then see how the day goes. And I'm definitely a bit concerned and worried about midcap Nifty. The reason is the volumes are high, and at the same time, in case if there is any spikes, I will not be able to manage this very effectively. So probably if I reach about 2 lakhs here, I might probably exit this and then get on to BANKEX or FinNifty. That's the plan right now. But I do not want to. But however, if I stay back on FinNifty, sorry, midcap Nifty, it gives 3.7. So not a very lucrative money for the risk that I'm taking. So that's the reason I would probably reduce the quantity and then probably get onto any of these trades little later in the day. Let me take some questions. Mr. Janit, Mr. Early morning decay and now no substantial decay coming slightly in green. What is usually a good step from here? I will not be able to suggest any trade, Janit, but these are all the trades that I took, right? So again, my intention is to not to copy these trades. I just wanted to really give a warning, right? So because my risk appetite and what goes into my brain could be a little different, but I, as much as possible, I try to explain the rationale of taking these trades. So midcap Nifty, I'm still tracking to be bearish. However, only one thing that I would be very cautious, right? So I am also tracking here in case this is 21 DMA, which is the closest reasonable MA, not DMA, sorry, MA. So if in case if this breaks, I would be a bit worried. And in fact, morning at around 950, it took a resistance here. So, but then as I said, on the top side, if it breaks, I would be a bit worried. And the bottom side, I do not have any other things to track there. So that's all. I think that's the thing, right? So I think I will keep an eye on this 21 MA. This is on the 5 minutes candle, and then see how it goes. And yeah, I think that's all the trades for today. All right. So I think yeah, I think see, when you are undecided, probably you are right. So getting onto small volume, and then I'm not sure if you belong to IT, but IT there is a strategy called canary deployment, right? So in case if you are trying to get into a deployment, and then let's say there are millions of users, you do not want to really make this change to everybody, but then you go with a staggered approach. You would select out of 100 million or maybe 1 million, you select probably 1 lakh users and then see how this change would work. So same strategy here. If you're undecided, it is always good to start with very small trades, and then if you see some direction, or if the trade actually comes out to be very favorable, you might probably make certain changes. So that's what which I would typically do. Let me go back to the trades very quickly. So these are all the trades. As I said, the Nifty I have exited in the starting of the day. But interestingly, the market was not as bad as I thought. So pretty much every indicator was showing it's going to be a massive fall, which technically did not happen today. So again, I repeat, mid-cap Nifty is definitely because I will be a bit more worried because the quantities are higher, right? So the as I said, if I get about 2 lakhs here, I'm going to exit this entire trade and then probably either put on to FinNifty or BANKEX. That's the plan at this point of time. But let's see if what's going to happen. So mid-cap Nifty, where is this? Yeah, here you go. So this kind of cooled down earlier. Earlier I was having about 65, but then yeah, bottom again, it's going to be definitely be challenging. And then the quantities, I think right now 46 versus 30. It's about what is the ratio? It's basically 1:1.5, I think, very close to yeah, around that. Yeah, so I might probably get on to 50,000 here and then stop there. I think that's what which I will do for today. All right, then I think that's all the trade for today. I think it's going to be, I feel it's going to be a bit of a subdued day until unless there are some up moves here and there, but I think it's good to be cautious, and I'm not expecting a massive bearish move, but the reason was there is already a big gap down today. So that's the only reason. But otherwise, let's see how the day would actually really span out. So what I'll do is I'm going to add a few more trades. Solid, I did reach about I did reach about 50,000 quantity here. Yeah, 50,000, and then this is close to yeah, I think close to 1:1.7, I think, or not definitely double. But I'll stay on this trade for some time and see how the day goes, and I will be, as I said, a bit cautious on the PE side right now. I think that's all. I think that's all the live trade for today, and there is not much happening. And I will keep monitoring. And yeah, so I think BANKEX, I just wanted to again repeat. BANKEX, what I'm doing is it's a auto strangle. And right now it is pretty much both the sides, it's equal, right? So auto strangle, what does this mean is, let's say in case if this goes by 100 points down, and then I will actually move this leg, which is around 57,800 CE. I will actually move to 57,700 CE and then stay here. And then that point of time, there's going to be some profit here. I would capture that profit. And then in case if, let's say, this goes up, I will move this to 56,600. I think that's the plan at this point of time. All right. I think there is some auto, something got exited. Let me just check. So yeah, FinNifty, I think there was some entry. The reason was I had put a condition. Where is FinNifty? I had put a condition. So this is basically this is 1:6, I believe, and then I wanted to enter this in case if it is below 40 rupees. So that's what which it did automatically. So on that note, I think I should probably add some hedge there. All right, so I did had a hedge there so that I will not lose out money in case something happens. So, all right, I think the Nifty right now it's officially in strangle, but it's a skewed strangle. So this side there is more quantity, and the bottom side there is less quantity. In case if it falls down, I think the losses are not very massive. It's about 72,000 or whatever. So it's not a big loss. But then in case if it stays here, so this particular PE would give us some additional money. In case if it is not there, then it is 30,000. But if it is because it is there, it is right now at about 47,000, about 17,000 more than whatever we get. I think that's all. That's all the trade for today, and I hope the day would end profitable. Let's say I think this is, I think the BANKEX, I believe, time decay technically started. Looks like this is margin is about 1 year. This is basically not full margin, but if this trade goes well, this gives about close to 1% or 0.9%. All right, then. I will stay on for about another 2-3 minutes, and if I have any questions, happy to take them. Just give me 1 second. So I think it's a good tool. I mean, if you wanted to spend that money, you can always go on and do that. Personally, it helps me quite a bit, to be honest. So because my quantities are a little higher, it's impossible for me to do this manually. If your quantities are higher, I think you should probably consider using the tool. And I was told there are few other tools as well, which I'm not very aware. But TradeFlow, personally, it is quite useful to me, to be honest. Yeah, depending on your the quantities that you're punching in, I think you can probably consider that as an option to execute the trades. So I think I did show the TradeFlow demo in some of the previous videos, and also TradeFlow itself got a YouTube channel. I suggest you to go through some of those things and then see how we will be able to utilize those features. I think MIDCAP Nifty there is some up more. Let's look at BANKEX. BANKEX also there is some up more. BANKEX anyway, as I said, I'm on auto strangle, so I'm okay. It will not get into max losses, but MIDCAP Nifty, I need to be bit careful because, as I said, one spike is something that would wipe out my profit. So what's your is that a percentage that you are talking, or it's what I lost in a day? I'm not very sure. How do you determine what time frame to? Oh, so linear regression, it's I did cover in my previous videos, right? There is this Pearson value. If you're familiar with the data science, you can give a Google. This actually gives the correlation. Generally, I pick up anything above 0.8 so that it is a lot more accurate. So again, any of these indicators, they are okay when there is no manipulation, but when there is a manipulation, they would actually get hit quite badly. So here 15 minutes actually showing 47, and then you go to 10 minutes is showing 82. So this also could be a probability, which is 12,976. And then 5 minutes is 93. I think I'll stay on 5 minutes for now and then see how it goes. No, nothing like that. So this can be anywhere from 45 minutes to 3 minutes, depending on how the day goes by. So max drawdown, so it goes with, I usually, Ritik, I usually calculate based on my monthly returns, right? So in the starting of the month, if I'm clean, when I say clean, if I'm green, I tend to take some risk. If I'm not green, then I would go very, very cautiously. So depends on that. There is nothing like in a day I would define and then see. In fact, last Friday, where I lost in the morning at about 12 lakhs, right? So I wanted to limit to 5 lakhs, but then because of that sudden spike, I ended up losing a bit more money, and then I do not have any other option. I have to stay on the trade to get back that money. So I think BANKEX, there is some spike, and then it took away some of the profits. But as I said, I'm on the strangle. Let me go back to that strangle and then show. So all right, so BANKEX is on loss right now. So this is basically, there was a spike, and as I said earlier, so I was on the 56,700 PE, so that got exited, and then I got into 56,800 PE. So okay, I think BANKEX is in the run. 1 second, I'd like to change the condition a little bit. I do not want to enter into straddle kind of situation at this point of time, because still there is some time. Losing streaks, so we will definitely do. So this is basically, if you take this, right, so this obviously got into 46,000, and then it came back. But then if you go back and then see BANKEX, so this is a spike. I do not know whether this is a fake spike or a real spike, but we need to be a bit careful. So as of now, I'm not much worried. The reason is, this is just went out of the spike and also went out of this channel, and then at the same time, if the next candle, and this is at 10:40, right? So right now we still got about few more minutes, few more seconds rather. If the next candle also break this, and then goes and then breaks this one, the what is this called, CPR, then I would be a bit worried. That's all. All right, then I think let me go back to BANKEX. What is happening? So yeah, this again, it went to 70,000 max loss and then came down. That's good. Yeah, so PE, I'm a bit worried on the PE now. So PE, in fact, came a lot more close if you go back to the trades here, right? So I do not want to do some more adjustments at this point of time, at the heat of the moment. So I have changed the condition right now. So only if the difference is above 47 rupees, I would actually make the other leg to come closure. That's all. All right, folks, and Lohit Reddy, yeah, I will let you know in case if you do one more session in Bangalore, but I think it will take one more quarter, because we just met the team yesterday. So Ritik, please DM me on Twitter. We can do offline conversation. If it is very specific to your case, then definitely happy to have the discussion. All right, then I'm meant to have my breakfast, so I will take a pause and then I'll come back a little later. But if I'm not coming back, at least at 3:30. Take care. Bye-bye.